Hi there everybody, Natasha Wilkinson here, your fragrance consultant from Bathurst, New South Wales, Australia. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So, today we are going to go through my basket of empties. So this is what I have been warming and what I have been enjoying for the month of January. Now, if you have watched any of my previous videos, you will see I did kind of put a bit of a melting plan in place for my summer months. My plan was that I wanted to get through, based on my inventory, 50 bars of wax each month, and over the next 3 months where I typically reach for my summer fragrances, I was hoping to get through 5 bricks over a 3-month period, beginning from January through to the end of March. So this month I was a little bit off my melting plan. I got probably only halfway through the amount of bars I wanted to get through. But saying that, I am on track with my bricks. I got through almost 2 of my 5 bricks, and if I were to break my 5 bricks down over that 3-month period, I would roughly need to warm through for 2 months out of the 3 months 2 bricks, and then the final brick with 1 month. So I am going to try and finish that second brick and get through another brick this month, and we're already in the big first week of February. It is pretty much over, and I haven't even started melting. I had a little bit of a head cold that I'm just getting over, so I don't really, when I'm have a head cold and I'm a bit stuffed up, I don't really melt much because I really can't smell it, and I want to be able to smell my wax. I want to be able to enjoy my wax when I'm warming it. You're probably going to see a fair bit from me this month. We are currently, as we're speaking, in transition month of Scentsy, so there are a lot of videos that I want to do and come on and talk about. It's just finding the time between work to do that. But without further ado, let's delve into my basket. As you can see, I still did get through a fair bit, even though I didn't get through what I wanted to get through for January. So I'm going to try and do non-wax products first, and I'm just going to move it over so it's easy for me to grab and go as we're talking. So I did use up a small tub of washer whiffs in Magnolia Shimmer. I didn't hate this scent, but it's never really been a favorite scent of mine, even when it was available as the Wax Spark Kindness from, I think, originally Mother's Day collection. So originally this was named Kindness, and they had to change the name when they put it into laundry because I believe there is already a laundry product which has that name. So Scentsy were unable to take that name Kindness from the Wax Bar to the laundry product because it licensing restrictions with another laundry product from another company already having the name Kindness. So as I said, this isn't a favorite of mine. There's a bit of a duskiness I get when I smell this scent that just doesn't really appeal to me. I did, however, like it a lot better in laundry form than I did in wax form, and if this popped up in a whiff box or something like that, I would use it for what it is. But for me, it's not something that I would purchase myself, if that makes sense. So, non-Scentsy, I used up some Isocol rubbing alcohol. Now, if you're wondering why that's in there, and thinking that's nothing to do with wax, nothing to do with home fragrance, rubbing alcohol. I actually use this to clean out my warmer dishes with. So it's in there as a reminder. I need to buy more because this is what I clean my warmer dishes out when they get residuey and sticky. So we have a hand soap in Caramel Apple Craze. This was from an older holiday collection, I believe. When we did have body available, I did stock up readily on the hand soap. So I have a little bit of collection in our bathroom cupboards because I do really enjoy our hand soap, but unfortunately now we can only get hand soap in limited time bundles. We no longer actually get body products. Here in Australia with Scentsy. Another discontinued, no it's not, I thought that was dish soap, but it's not. I lied. So Counter Clean, you're always going to see some type of laundry, some type of cleaning in my basket, sometimes a bit of both like this month. So I used up a Counter Clean in Perfect Peppermint. I go through Counter Clean like crazy in this household. As you can imagine, now I've got 3 kids living at home. One has left, he graduated last year, but I still have 3 kids living at home. So this just gets used constantly through the house. Quick and easy, wipe down, spray everywhere. Clean ups, benches, counters, general spills, particularly with the young one. We're constantly using Counter Clean in this house. So this was Perfect Peppermint. This was from the holiday collection. It's a very toothpastey peppermint with a little bit of vanilla to my nose. Then we have a 25 watt purple light globe, which I'd run out of 25 watt globes. All I had left was the purple. So the bathroom, in my bathroom, the light globe blew in that warmer, so I just laced it with a 25 watt globe. So my youngest started school this week, first year of school, and can't go to school without a little bit of Scentsy, so we attached to his backpack blush the axolotl Scentsy buddy clip. Okay, so I think that is all non-wax besides pods and oils. So let's delve into the wax, shall we? We'll start off with the bricks. So I finished off the cucumber and cactus water brick. This I had primarily going in the boys' room, the bathroom, and the laundry. So for most of the month, bathroom, laundry, we had cucumber and cactus water going. I'm not always the biggest green fan, but I have noticed green scents lately, I think have been growing on me a little bit. My nose has been changing a little bit, and I typically enjoy my green scents in a bathroom or a laundry area because it just makes it smell fresh and clean and crisp. And I remember when this first came out as part of a summer collection, I didn't really like this scent. Then it came out in summer bricks later on, and I revisited it, and I actually enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it enough that I would want to. I've still got another whole brick because I did purchase the Consultant 2-pack when it came out in bricks. I don't know that I'd enjoy it enough that I'd go out and purchase a bulk lot of it, but I enjoyed it enough that I may get 1 or 2 bars if it ever became available and I ran out again. This is definitely green, but it's got a little bit of a sweetness to it as well, almost a florally sweetness, and it's fresh and watery and green. As I said, I had this going to finish off the brick in the bathroom laundry most of this month. I'm probably not going to start the second brick this year. I think I've had my fill of this scent this month, but next summer I'd probably work on the second brick. For me, I feel like this is one of those scents that, as I said, I'm not always a green fan. Didn't really like it when it first came out. It grew on me and I actually started to enjoy it. But I feel like if I were to constantly warm it, I'd get sick of it. So I've kind of had my fill of this for this summer and am ready to move on to different scents. The other brick I worked on, it was almost half full. I've only got 3 cubes left, and I had this going in the open concept area, was Tropical Coconut Nectar. This, I do believe, is coming back to our new annual catalogue that begins next month, where we'll talk about the new catalogue and the new changes in a future video. But this originally for us in Australia came out as a summer brick collection that we got over a Christmas period instead of holiday bricks. Then it came in bar form the following spring summer catalogue. No, it came in a spring summer bar form in an LTO, and then it came the following spring summer catalogue. So we've had it 3 times in various ways, and it's coming back to the next catalogue. So it obviously has been a very popular scent, and I really do enjoy this scent. It's a beautiful, beachy, almost suntanny scent, but you still get that fruity juiciness from the nectar scent, the pineapple nectar scent in here, with that coconut, very tropical, holiday, getaway, suntanny, lotion, fruity profile that I think that Scentsy have absolutely nailed in this scent. And I hadn't realized over warming this, but I've realized last summer and this summer I've actually craved this scent to the point where I feel like it's become a staple that I've been warming each summer without realizing it's been a staple that I've been warming each summer. So I am glad it's coming back to the catalogue, because as I said, I'm almost out of my brick. I think I've still got 2 bars, but this is probably going to go into my monthly club so I can get a little bit of a stash of bars when it does come to the yearly catalogue. So when they do decide to retire, I will have a little bit of a back pile that I can enjoy each summer. So they're the bricks that I worked on. Let's talk about the rest of the bars, shall we? So we're going to do probably open concept first, and then we'll do my bedroom, and then other areas that I have probably worked on. So just getting them out so we can see what I did actually work on with what. Now, in my open concept area, I generally do 2 bars at a time. In my bedroom, I'll do 1 bar. In the laundry, bathroom areas, I generally do 1 bar. So, Open concept area. So from an older bring back my bar, and I still do have a few of these. I did in the open concept area one day pistachio ice cream, so I do have 2 bars of these. I actually really enjoyed it. It definitely has that nutty, almost cherry marzipan-y scent that you sometimes get with pistachio scents. But there's a sweetness to this too that comes from that ice creamy note. So perfect summery bakery scent, little bit nutty, makes it almost beachy like. This I think would mix really well in alternating warmers with something like vanilla waves if you wanted to amp that vanilla up and make it a little bit less nutty. But it's exactly as the title describes. It's a pistachio ice cream perfect summer scent. As you can see, I am definitely really enjoying all the summer scents. So a fragrance that was not available in our region that I have picked up through black shop at marketing or whatever you want to call it at some stage, either Facebook, eBay, something like that. Lemon coconut chiffon. I did have 2 bars of that. I wish that they had given us this scent here in Australia. I think it would sell really well. To me, this is the best lemon bakery scent I have smelt from Scentsy. I definitely do enjoy Lemon Heaven. I enjoy lemon drizzle cake, but this by far surpasses all of them. It is a zesty lemon cake, absolutely perfect. You can smell the coconut. It is just so true to its name, and as I said, fruity and citrus sell really well here in Australia, but there is a market for bakery too, and we don't get much bakery, and I think that this scent would sell across the board to the fruity lovers. It would sell across the board to the citrus lovers. It would sell across the board to the bakery lovers. If they were to give us this scent in Australia, I think this would be a sellout here in Australia, but unfortunately we've never had it in Australia, but it is really fantastic. It is strong, it is long lasting, it is beautiful. Okay, so another day I did a combination of Pina Colada Cha-Cha and Cocoa Lime. Cocoa Lime is actually leaving the catalogue. This is the last month you can actually get Cocoa Lime. While I am filming this, Cocoa Lime is still available. Pina Colada Cha-Cha hasn't been around for ages. I have a little bit of a stash. To me, it is my favorite pineapple scent. I am very picky with pineapple scents because some of them come across a little bit sour or even pencil shaving like to my nose. But Pina Colada Cha-Cha to me smells like the actual pina colada drink that you would order. Again, perfect mix of pineapple sweet, not overly sour, not overly tart, and you get that coconut with it. It's like you're sitting on the beach drinking a pina colada. Cocoa lime, fresh, zesty limes off the tree, little bit of creaminess from the coconut. These in alternating warmers, it's just a really beautiful, fresh, zesty, clean but tropical citrusy smell. I actually really love this combo. The other combo I tend to do with cocoa lime is vanilla bean buttercream if I want to make it a little bit more sweeter, a little bit more bakery. But I was just in the mood for something bright and fresh and zesty and tropical. So I did reach for this combo, which I do tend to do at least once every summer. I tend to warm at least a pina colada chacha or a cocoa lime in some form of combination. So I did go through to Coastal Strawberry. Again, this was from an older Bring Back My Bar. This is such a pretty scent, but I will say for me, performance-wise, I get it compared to other fragrances. It's nice, but it doesn't throw as well as, for me, some of the other fragrances in this house. It could be just my nose and my environment. And my go-to strawberry scent tends to be Strawberry Rose, although I've only got one bar left of that I have been hoarding. This is a little bit more of a earthy strawberry because it's got the raspberry seeds. So you get that little bit more of the greener note, the earthier note, more like a strawberry that hasn't quite ripened yet. Whereas Strawberry Rose, to me, I get a fully fresh, juicy, ripened strawberry. It's a little bit more sweeter. This is a little bit more earthier. It does have a slight perfuminess with the jasmine petals in it. I'm not going to say it's a bad performer, but it's a light performer, as I said, for me. So I did kind of need to fill up my warmers with the 2 bars and kind of baby it. And it hummed gently in the background. It just didn't perform as strong as some of the other fragrances that I have been warming for the rest of the summer. Okay, going from one that I felt was a little bit lighter in performance to one that we're going to say was strong and that I actually only used 1 bar in the open concept area. Fizzing Whizbees from the Harry Potter collection. So before I had even finished filling up my warmers, before this had even started pulling out, my son asked me what was warming. He could smell it from a room away. And I had only just probably put the cubes in 2 minutes, so it had only just started to melt and pull, which is why I didn't do 2 full bars. Said it was good, but he could smell it before the bars had even started melting. And this is a strawberry chocolate, strawberries dipped in chocolate is the scent note. And it is such a unique smell. It is sweet, and you actually get that strawberry dipped chocolate type smell. It was really enjoyable, and again for me, where I absolutely love my bakery scent, it kind of, even though it's not cakey or it's not gourmandy bakery, it fits that profile for me as a nice, fruity, summery bakery where you still want that little bit of a bakery aspect, but you still want that lightness and fruitiness that you get for summer. So, moving on, I then did 2 fruit and hazelnut waffle delight from the Disney Signature Treats collection. This is fruit and waffles and maple syrup, your Sunday morning breakfast on a summer's morning. Absolutely delightful. Really do enjoy this. I do still have a few more bars that I can still enjoy. Then we decided to break out my Lush Gardenia. Again, this is another bar that I only need one of for the open concept area. It is your heaty, white, floral, absolutely beautiful. Smells like a true gardenia. Reminds me of my grandmother's gardenia, double gardenia tree. I have to go through at least one bar every summer. This is a scent memory for me. I do have a little bit of a stockpile now because when they brought them out of the vault, when they ended Bring Back My Bar, because I stupidly took it out of my club, which we can't have anymore, as always, Get My Bar. But when they brought it back out, I was down to basically this last bar. So I was able to restock up, which will last me for the next few years. So I was quite glad over this fact that I was able to get my hands on some more Lush Gardenia. So that's what I warmed in the open concept area. Now, moving on to my bedroom. So one day I did Fiji flower. So this was, I think, from the last Bring Back My Bar we had. And it was also originally a summer collection. This is just a beautiful tropical floral scent. Now, this is one of those scents that get better as it cures. When it first came out, I got really light performance, and then when it cured, I revisited it and got a lot better performance from it, and wished I had stocked up more because I didn't buy as much of it because as pretty as it was, I felt that it was light in performance and I felt I could spend my money on something that performed better. But then what I had when it had cured, I wished I had more. At that stage, we still had club, so I wished I had added it to the club. And I had all intentions of adding it to club when this Bring Back My Bar came, but it was at the same time that they actually discontinued Always Get My Bar here in Australia. So again, I didn't stock up on it because I thought I was going to add it to club, which unfortunately I was not able to do, but I still do have another bar that I can enjoy at a later stage. So, Angel Experiment 624. I also warmed in there. This is in the current catalogue. It is continuing into the next catalogue. It is a creamy strawberry milkshake. Absolutely love it. It is one of my favourite strawberry scents, apart from Strawberry Rose. This is probably my second favourite one. Then I did Frozen North Cause. This is the beautiful aquatic floral scent. So it's got lilies in it and it comes across very aquatic, very watery, very fresh, very cool. I really, really enjoy this scent in summer. So another day I had a partial bar of this and I had a little scent cup from A With Box. Santorini Blossoms from the last summer collection we had. Again, this is a beautiful, sweet, tropical floral. It doesn't have the powdery aspect that Fiji flower has. It's more of a sweeter floral, but it is such a pretty scent. I really enjoy these type of scents in summer, particularly in my bedroom. Then I did Coconut Cotton. So this is my go-to laundry scent in summer. It is clean, it is fresh, it is sweet. And that is what I crave in a laundry scent. I don't like just clean, crisp, straight off the clothes laundry, I do like to have something that is a little bit sweeter in the laundry scent, and that coconut just adds that little bit of a tropical fresh sweetness that I do crave. This is fantastic in both laundry, in both wax bars. As I said, this is probably my go-to laundry scent for summer. Pink cotton is probably my go-to laundry scent for winter. Then I did the Amber and Peach bar, which was January scent of the month. So this was pretty, very perfumey, very body care, like peach scent. And in the boys' room, I did Lemonade Lagoon. So this was new to the catalogue this season. It is discontinuing at the end of this month. It's a very pineapple-y, lemonade-y, tropical fruit type scent. I feel like Scentsy does a lot of similar profiles to this. I enjoyed it, but not enough that I would want to stock up on and get a bunch, because I feel like I can reach for similar profiles as Scentsy do them throughout the year with this type of scent. And then the last bar in here is Dewy Morning, which I did in the laundry, and I think this is the only other fragrance I warmed in the laundry bathroom area apart from that brick we were talking about earlier. This smells like a winter's frost, where you've still got the crisp air clinging to the grass without the grassy smell. So you get that dewiness that you get from a frosty morning. That is what this smells like. A little bit green. It's a little bit cologne-y without being too cologne. So they're the bars I got through. So let's talk about pods, shall we? So I had in the purifier in the bedroom Coastal Sunset, another beautiful tropical coconutty floral scent that I absolutely love in the bedroom in spring and summer, no longer available. I do have another bar here, Grazing Grasslands. So I believe this I popped in the boys' room. And this was another green scent that surprised me. The wildflowers and the herbaceousness of this kind of came through more on warming, and a sweetness came through on this on warming that I really, really enjoyed. It gave me almost Fearless by Nature vibes. This type of scent profile I do enjoy, but I've got to be in the mood to enjoy it. And when I do enjoy it, I go through it like crazy, but when I'm not in the mood, I can go months without warming it as well. So this is one I would pick up 1 or 2 bars of, but to have when I'm in the mood, but I probably wouldn't stockpile like crazy. Okay, back to pods. So I had Cocoa Lime in the purifier here in the open concept area when I was enjoying all the citrusy scents. As I said, this fragrance is leaving us at the end of this catalogue, at the end of this month. But this is just the perfect lime and coconut mixture. Strong, long-lasting, clean, zesty, bright, vibrant. Then I had, so that was what I replaced with from Sleigh Ride. So before that, Sleigh Ride was in there from my Christmas period. So I took out Sleigh Ride and I popped that Cocoa Lime pods in there. Okay, I had in the bathroom Sorrento Breeze going in the laundry. Sorry, not the bathroom, which was from last year's summer collection. It's a very pretty aquatic scent. There is a little bit of florally sweet note, fruity note added to this, and then that was replaced with Ocean Air and Coconut Water, which I have just taken out today. I've still got to decide what I want to pop in that laundry. So Ocean Air and Coconut Water I went crazy over when it came out as part of the summer collection. And I kind of wish they had brought this to catalogue, because it is just the beautiful, fresh mixture of salty sea air, which I'm not a salty sea person, but they've done this so perfectly. You've got the sweetness from the coconut water, which is an actual coconut water. It's not the coconut husk, it's not the coconut fruit, it's not the pulp. It is that watery sweetness you get from a coconut water mixed with a aquatic oceanic smell. Absolutely beautiful. And in the office desk area, I did have Lemon Heaven going, which was from last year's Easter collection, which is basically a lemon cookie note. So they're the pods that I got through. Now, these aren't empty, but I did actually remember to do some diffusing with my diffusing oils. So we're going to go through what oils I used. So, not Scentsy, but from Dusk, I did Peaches and Cream, which is from their licensed collection from their Allen's Lollies. So this is basically what it says it is. It's the Peaches and Cream lollies that you can buy. You get that creamy vanilla, you get the sweet syrupy peach note with that one. Then we have caramel vanilla strawberry, and this is a very syrupy strawberry scent to my nose, almost like a strawberry ice cream drizzle topping that you'd put on your strawberry ice cream. Then we had Cotton Blossom Tangerine. So these next ones, your strawberry one, your Cotton Blossom Tangerine, and all the rest are Scentsy. So Cotton Blossom Tangerine, you get the citrusy notes from the tangerine, but then you get a cleanness, almost a laundry-like note from the Cotton Blossom. Then we had Seaside Lily, and I like to warm that with Frozen North Cores because the scent notes are almost exact. They're not completely exact, but they're very complementary to the Frozen North Cores with the lily and the seaside scent. So they complement each other really, really well with that fresh, fruity, florally, but watery type note. And then the last one I did was from a previous, I think it was summer oil collection, Bikini Martini. So this went when I was doing your Pina Colada Cha-Cha, your Cocoa Lime. I was just amping up that tropical, cocktaily type vibe because it's got the pineapple, it's got some other citrusy notes in it by the smell of it, and it just complemented that really well. So that is what I got through for the month of January. I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, stay safe and bye for now.